The president tweeting the following: oil prices getting too high. OPEC, please relax and take it easy. The world cannot take a price hike. Fragile. Tina Davis joining us, Bloomberg Energy and Commodities Managing Editor, and she joins us right now. Tina, will OPEC be listening?
Well, what's interesting is this tweet comes when there isn't really an OPEC meeting scheduled. There isn't anything on the agenda that would allow OPEC to necessarily react quickly. And if you remember, the last time Trump tweeted about OPEC was back in December when OPEC was meeting, and they decided to ignore his advice and go ahead and cut production. Now, what we're seeing today is that prices have dropped off about 2.5% for Brent, the international benchmark for oil, and that comes after 2 months of rising prices. So we had the best January on record, and then February was headed up about 8% so far. That's curbed a little bit. So it'll be interesting to sort of see what, if anything, OPEC will do in response to this. The Saudis have already said that they're looking to cut an additional 500,000 barrels beyond just the production cuts that were agreed for the start of the year. So they are obviously moving forward aggressively with the plans to curtail production. And then we've also seen in the U.S. the number of gas stations that have gasoline, regular gasoline, they're selling it for less than $2 a gallon, has been declining. So that's probably something that the president is looking closely at. He'll also, of course, have to worry about U.S. producers who do not necessarily want to see the price of oil come down.
Tina, I would have thought that actually this might be the sweet spot for America, in and around 55. Good for consumers, good for producers. Would I be right? Would I be wrong? What's your view?
In terms of the U.S. consumer, I think the U.S. consumer can't see oil prices fall fast enough. But obviously for producers, certainly in the shale regions, we've seen production that can break even at as low as $35 a barrel. Now, nobody wants to see it drop that much because that will substantially reduce the rig count and investment. But if you look kind of across the U.S. and globally, the Saudis are looking for a price somewhere around $80 a barrel for Brent. They're still a ways off of that at this point.